Okay, so this is a video on how to stay strong. How to stay strong in the real world. Like how to stay strong, how to be a strong ass bitch, pretty much. So the first and foremost thing I gotta tell you is you gotta be disciplined, which means disciplined in mental, disciplined in your mind. That's the number one thing that you have to do. The number one success key that I can give anybody is you have to be disciplined in your mind. You got to create habits that as soon as you wake up, you got to think positive, abundant, focus on the cup half full. Check yourself before you fucking wreck yourself. As soon as you wake up, don't go back to the problem that happened yesterday. You ain't there no more. Today's today. Focus on the task at hand, which is put your feet on the floor, take your fine ass out the front door, and go for a fucking walk in nature. How about? Don't let your mind run crazy. That is the objective of this mind, you guys. Your mind is here to fuck you up. Okay? You can use it, be a slave to it, or you can use it as your greatest tool. You can use it as your greatest investment. So, the number one key to success is discipline. Ever since I was a young child, I've been journaling. I've been writing in a journal since I was 8 years old. I've been writing every day in a journal since I was like 12, minus the times in between when I fucking take off to, partying or some shit. But other than that, even when I would go, I know I'd go on vacations, I make sure to take my journal everywhere, like it's my Bible, because that's the way I talk to God and my ancestors is through writing, the written word. So, as soon as you wake up, create good habits, focus on the positive. When people say meditate, you guys, it doesn't mean be a motherfucking Tibetan monk and go, No, you don't do that for like 30 minutes. It means pray in the best way you know how. So, for example, my buddy, I always tell this example of Chad, hits the slopes. He hits the slopes. A way that kept him from doing meth and crack was he started going to the mountains and he started volunteering, training people how to snowboard because he was actually a really great snowboarder. And then that was his meditation. He's been sober, and the way he meditates is he just snowboards. He's in the present. Meditation essentially means presence. One of my other teachers, she went through this crazy hiatus depression. She was an old pole dancer. She was like, worked in the strip club. The way she got sober at 23, 24 was because she was always almost dying. Like literally, she lived the street life. But she's a gorgeous 56-year-old supermodel now. Anyways, so what she does for her discipline and self-love and respect is as soon as she wakes up, she'll go for a run. As soon as she wakes up, she'll go for a run. She'll hit the hills in California and she'll just fucking start running and just focus on the task at hand, the presence. That's her meditation. And you'll notice when you're doing that, you guys, when you're meditating, when you're playing guitar, or when you're swimming, swimming's a huge one. You notice that things will start coming to you, ideas, fresh memories, new ideas, direction of what next step to take in life. That is because when you have to be in a present flow state for the best ideas and for spirit to communicate to you the best is when you're in flow state, in the present happiness, the presence, you guys. Because that is when the void can become clear and they can drop, infuse. That is when your ancestors and Creator God infuse in you ideas that you can implement for your highest and most greatest good on this path called life. So that's why it's so important to meditate. Don't get up and be like, oh, fuck my life, he's still gone. I understand, yeah, I have 2 weeks of being a sad bitch, cry around, whatever, be sad. But move the fuck on. I'm sure he did. So always gotta discipline your mind. Be like, when I wake up, like, I am physical as fuck. So as soon as I wake up, I thank God. I drink like almost a liter of water every single day for the last like 8 years. I always make sure to journal. I don't go on social media for 2 or 3 hours unless I'm on the clock, which means unless I'm working. Like I wake up at work kind of thing. Frontline work, of course, it's 24/7. So, and then I have my coffee, caffeine up, and then I go work out. So that's a habit I do. That's Bible. Ask my family members. That goes before anybody. That's just how it works. I put myself before anybody. Now, if you have children, when I was raising kids for the time allotted I did in my early 20s, I would take them to the gym with me. Fucking right. So you're gonna come to the gym with me, go on the treadmill for a little while. When kids see you develop these healthy habits, walking in nature, going for bike rides with your kids, playing baseball with your kids, taking them to your ball games, they will start to copy what mom and dad do, because that's just what kids do. They copy what you do, and what you act like you don't do, they still see. They still copy that shit. Okay. Second huge rule for success, you guys, is don't drink and don't do drugs. Straight up. Don't do alcohol and don't do drugs. Like, I understand DMT once in a while, everything in moderation. I'm not trying to, act like I'm not a moderation kind of person, but like, when you are so high off natural life and you don't have to escape from reality because you built the life of your dreams, you really don't need those kind of drugs or alcohol external influences to escape from your already beautiful life that you worked so hard to build. And I'll have some wine 1 or 3 times in the summertime. I went all last winter not drinking because I was like so busy grinding and I was happy and stuff like that. But summertime comes around, sometimes you just crave a pina colada, a sangria, a mimosa, you know what I mean? So everything in moderation. Because essentially what you abuse, anything that you abuse too much, it's poison. That's food, sex, porn, alcohol, drugs, You get to a point in your life where you just don't need it. It also, to put it on a more spiritual health note, alcohol is a portal for the dark ones to enter your vessel and take over, aka a blackout. A lot of folks that I work with in prison woke up and they didn't realize they murdered their brother on accident. Imagine waking up to a homicide that was your brother, your beloved brother, person you love the most. So yeah, it does. Crystal meth also is another, because you shoot right out of your body when you're on meth, and what enters is the entities of this world. This is a spiritual world, you guys, and this world is run in this 3D realm from the dark ones. How do you repel the dark ones? Is you keep a high ass motherfucking frequency, which means self-love. Love is the highest frequency. Maintain the highest, happiest, laughing, authentic, genuine frequency, you guys. Shit that makes you happy. People that let you be your weird fucking weirdo self. And that is how you maintain your high frequency. Don't hang out with Debbie Downers who are like, oh, don't do that, that's so embarrassing. Or, oh, you laugh so much. Or, oh, you joked. Shut the fuck up. Just because you have a stick up your ass and you're insecure, hoe, doesn't mean I gotta be. So watch also who you surround yourself with, okay? So number 2, take it easy on the drugs and alcohol. If you can, do not do it at all, and start to notice. That is why it's a depressant. It's called a depressant for a reason. Make healthier habits. Go for walks. You'll notice when you start exercising all the time, you don't even crave fucking drinking or drugs. You'll notice that. Number 3, huge thing of how to just be a strong ass bitch and how to go out in the world is you gotta G yourself up. You gotta be your biggest cheerleader. You gotta be the one that turns the voice inside your head into, I'm the greatest champion, I'm the most beautiful woman in the world, I'm a strong ass bitch. Like, you gotta G yourself the fuck up. You gotta look in the mirror and you gotta be like, I'm a warrior ass bitch, I have 10,000 ancestors that walk with me, I can achieve anything. And then just like, keep G'ing yourself up on your way to interviews. In the car, I'm always talking to myself. I don't give a fuck who's next to me. Like, I don't care. Like, I can be on Bluetooth for all they know. Usually I'm not though, and usually I'm talking to Creator and the angels about what's been up. And I just like praying sometimes out and open and stuff like that. A lot of times too, I'm, low-key I'm on the phone, speaker. But like, for the most part, I'm just always like, also I'm always praying in my car and everything like that. So, that's another huge thing. So another, number 3, G yourself up, be your biggest cheerleader and stuff. Number 4 is take chances. Have faith, you guys. If you're stuck in a shitty relationship, or if you're in an abusive situation with your business or your fucking boss, love and respect yourself enough to know that when you leave and choose yourself and choose your self-worth and your self-respect, God will meet you because you're choosing to heighten your frequency. You deserve to be loved, you deserve a good job, and you deserve coworkers who give you the mutual respect. You do not need to be walked all over like a fucking doormat. You are not going to be walking on eggshells in a business. Don't do that to yourself. You deserve a beautiful, loving company. The way you treat others, that's the way you deserve to be treated. Don't settle for less. Don't settle for less when you deserve the best. Have faith. Walk away from companies. Trust and believe. I walked away from great contracts, great companies, and the universe always met me because I had faith, you guys. I was always, oh, how do I pay rent? How do I do this? How do I do that? God finds a way for you. When you pray and you trust in the ancestors because you're taking the step to honor your soul path and your self-respect, God will always meet you. Creator will always meet you. Buddha, Muhammad, whatever you call great creator, Kichimuntu, they will always meet you. That's just how it works, because you're choosing faith and you're choosing your self-love. When you honor yourself, you guys, you're honoring the God within. We are all a piece of God. Jesus wasn't the only God's child. It was all of us. We all have God within us. We are one heartbeat. Okay? So, and number 5, one of my hugest things to give me strength and self-confidence, besides the gym, besides looking after myself, healthy boundaries. Learn how to say no. Keep track of the people you keep in your life, you guys, because emotional and spiritual health is just as important as lifting weights, physical health, exercising. Start keeping track of who drains your energy after a visit, who only fucking contacts you to use you, take, and start cutting them the fuck off. I don't care if it's your first cousin, your brother or sister, I don't give a fuck. Start learning those healthy boundaries and how to say no. At the end of the day, we're all motherfucking sisters and brothers. We just chose different vessels into this life, families we chose before coming here that would help our evolution, A lot of the times it was healthy boundaries, self-respect, and self-worth. Start to notice the relationships that drain the fuck out of you when you leave their house, their energy, the bedroom, the room, and start to notice that. And at the same time, start to notice those relationships that you leave and you feel full. You're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till our next visit. Oh my gosh, I love you so much. Oh my gosh, you make me feel so... And you can be your authentic, funny, genuine, crazy self. And they're like, oh, brother. You know what I mean? Like, you can just be your authentic, crazy-ass self and they're not judging you. Why? Because at the end of the day, God is love. There's no judgment. There's just straight compassion and love. Be around people who let you be your authentic, genuine self. Never hide your weirdo fucking self. Life is too short, you guys. This life is a drop in the bucket of eternity. Okay? So I love you so much. Those are a couple of rules of how to be a strong ass bitch. I'll come out with another video in the next time. Cherish, love, bear, fucking bathtub talks. Okay? Love you.